Imagine this. Imagine news just broke out. A crazy tsunami is about to hit your country. Now, in this country that you live in, there's 300 million people. The news also said there's a helicopter 20 miles away, fits one person. The one lucky person that can get to that helicopter will be able to fly away. Now, what will naturally happen when that news breaks out? All 300 million people are gonna make their way towards that news, towards that helicopter. Now, naturally, because of this storm and it's coming, there's going to be rain and there's going to be wind. Things are happening. It is coming. You need to go. Now, you think people are going to make way for you to kind of cross? No. You will be fighting with people. They will be stomping on different people. The wind, that you have to adapt. All of a sudden, this natural disaster is coming out of nowhere. You need to go. You need to go. Between the people around you, between the weather, between the craziness, you're not going to pick anything up. You are running. You are fighting. You are trying to get to that one spot. Now imagine this. Imagine that you actually make it. That you're actually getting close. You can see the helicopter. You can see a bunch of other people running like maniacs and they're trying to get there. And you actually make it. You actually make it to the helicopter and you survive. How will you be feeling at that moment? How? Now, I know you're going to be feeling about the 300 million other people, but it was the only way to survive. Is your life going to actually be the same? Are you going to be the same person after that day? After surviving the storms and 300 million people? Are you going to still be that same person? Seriously, how will you feel inside? What is going to be the first thing you're going to do? Holy crap. Wow. Now check this out. What if I told you that you have actually survived that battle and won and made it? You just don't remember. But it actually happened. What am I talking about? Let's take you through a journey, okay? Once upon a time, you were a sperm cell. Remember that? I hope not. You were once a sperm cell. And while you were injected to the other side, I'm just going to leave it at that, you were competing with 300 million other sperm cells. Okay? Let's take you through the journey. As soon as you crossed to the other side, you were in such a toxic environment that is so acidic that millions of your other unfortunate brothers and sisters died. Or your competitors. I'll call them competitors. They died. After that, the remaining millions of you tried to make it to the cervix. And along that journey, you were stopped by so many other things. The odds were against you. You were stopped by the cervix mucus, which killed a bunch of other brothers and sisters, but made some of you survive and swim. Now, then you kept climbing. You were going upwards. Isn't that insane? You were swimming against all odds. You continued swimming towards the uterus. By the time you got to the uterus, there was these cells called resident cells that saw some of your brothers and sisters, said, "Hey, those are foreigners, get them!" And they killed some more of you. Murder, man, murder. They killed some more of you. Now, you continued swimming towards what they call the fallopian tube. Again, you have no skill, but you kept adapting to different environments because you were trying to survive. That's what you were trying to do, to survive, to get to where you need to go. So by the time you were making it to while you were making it to the fallopian tube, there's these cells called the cilia cells or something like that. they create, they're kind of like tentacles. They create some sort of wave to push the egg towards the uterus. And because of this wave, it's actually, you are now swimming against this wave, this current, and you're trying to get to the egg, and it's going crazy. Ah! And you adapt again, and you're swimming faster, and you're changing, you're physically changing, trying to get to the egg, right? And you're getting so close, so is other hundreds of thousands of people. Oh, by the way, at that moment, it's no longer millions, now it's thousands of other sperm cells trying to get there. And so you're fighting, and then the first one that gets to the egg, you're getting close, others are getting close too. You don't just get to the egg. The egg itself have its own complications, and you're trying to squeeze, get in. And then finally, you penetrate and go to the cell membrane, and whoever touches the membrane first becomes the lucky one. Lucky one out of 300 million others. Now, as soon as you touch the membrane, the egg, bam, reacts, and it releases a chemical that pushes everybody else away. And you are the freaking survivor. You adapted to the craziest environments, and you had no skill. You had to just adapt and change. Out of 300 million others, you freaking made it. Holy, like, oh, if I can just connect with this, think emotionally, it just takes you to a whole different level. So think about how we become as human beings today when we face little problems and we give up. We forget that we survived 300 million others in craziness. Remember that lesson. Remember, embody it, and feel it. If you could make it through 300 million other people, you could make it here again.